Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
Hello all, good evening. Today we will see our list of scripts again. So as expected, Banknifty was bullish today, and it tried to fill the gap, and then it started, it reached till 37,120, and then it started falling. So 37,100 was a intraday resistance. So from there we started falling. So as expected, below 36,450 level, Banknifty reached till 35,900. So that was covered in yesterday's video, which achieved today. So what are the next support zones for Banknifty? So in this case, we can see that Banknifty is again trying to reach through the bigger rally here. So there are two bigger rallies associated with this fall. So one is still in the month weekly. So here we can see Banknifty likely at the last support 35,900. So below which Banknifty will start to follow this one. So 35,900, 35,400 and 34,640 will be the subsequent support levels for Banknifty. So I will mark these levels. These are the subsequent targets for Banknifty. But before that, we have some conditions in Banknifty, like hourly has to become negative. So hourly still there is a huge gap between 100 and 200 average. And as you can see, still just reached today at the major support zone as well as the hourly 200 moving average. So coming back to the daily chart, like we saw that it broke out of this channel and then it tried to test the channel and then it started falling down. So now there was another top channel in Banknifty here. So we can see this particular channel, right? So this channel as the bottom line channel here. So Banknifty may come till here also. That is a long-term bearish view for Banknifty. So we may see 32,500 or something like that, around 31,000 also in May. If this channel is going to be intact, and it is what is going to be followed for Banknifty. So we already have marked support till 33,767, below which we will have this channel faced out. So supporting the cause, we can see that ICICI Bank, if you see, it started again, it tested the channel, it fell down. So April 23rd is the result for ICICI Bank. So if it breaks out this channel, so ICICI Bank is also likely to fall to a greater extent. The reason being, we can see that the daily 200 moving average and 100 moving average gap is also closing. So if it is closing and it becomes negative and price is going to come down, then we are going to have a major negative signal for ICICI Bank. So 720 and below, ICICI Bank will not look good. Okay. So and HDFC Bank, after the run up, it has again fallen down in a huge way. So as expected, it sustained a little bit at 1350 level today, and then now it's going towards 1300 level. So below 1300 level, we can see that HDFC Bank, there is a major, this is 1300 is a major previous breakout pattern, and it's a very key level, 1300. So below this 1300, we are likely to see 1232 and 120, 1120. So this will trigger a huge drop in Banknifty as well. So we'll have to just see how much more HDFC Bank can fall. So 1300 will be a major buying level, as well as a level for bulls to hold, because if this falls, then the market will crash more likely. Okay. Because this level marks again, it's a kind of a huge head and shoulder pattern in the daily. So maybe in weekly it will be more clear. So we can see that this acted as a huge support. So if this breaks, then the last time when we went till 1300, we did not close below this particular 1350 in weekly. So if you close below 1350, 1300 will be the major, the last band of the support, and if that breaks, then we are going to go till 1100. or even 900 also possible. If this head and shoulder pattern is to achieve its target, because from 1300 we have 400 points on the upside. So again, as per the head and shoulder rules, we'll have 400 points downside. So 900 will be the target, or 1000 will be the target for HDFC Bank in coming days. But remember these levels also: 1300, 1230, and 1120. So and then 900. That's how HDFC Bank is going to behave in the coming days. So two banks, ICICI Bank is slightly bullish. So for now, we don't have to be afraid of ICICI Bank, but HDFC Bank is not looking good, and which is a major weighing component in the Banknifty. So we'll have to keep an eye on HDFC Bank, and that will clearly tell us where Banknifty is going to go in the coming days. Okay, and Nifty index, again we can see that it has already it's already coming out of the channel. It tried to go inside, but it couldn't sustain. It has fallen back below, and as expected, it tested 16,880. So below yesterday's low. So below 17,068, 16,880 was the target, and that was achieved. And again, if you see tomorrow, we may bounce back from here, or 60,600 is the next target. So the reason for again bounce back is the huge gap between the 100 and 200 moving average. So market will not sustain this particular gap. So it will require tremendous pressure from the bears to sustain these levels, or else we'll have to have a huge pullback and then a pull down. The gap will close, and we will further fall into bear grip. So expect a major pullback in the market. However, trade with the levels and follow your signals. Okay. That's about Nifty, and Nifty again, it will not come into buy till it breaks into this channel and sustains, and also 17,250 will be the major resistance for Nifty for now. Okay, and Bajaj Finance again, so it is kind of closed below the triangle, if you see here. So Bajaj Finance can come till 6,982 or 7,000 level. So there could be a 200 points fall, and after that again we'll have another 200 points, 200 points, 200 points like that. So if it breaks out of this particular triangle, then Bajaj Finance, which runs as which is a precursor, which I consider as a precursor for the Nifty or Bank Nifty, we may have a 200 points fall in Bajaj Finance, and we can clearly see that daily that 100 and 200 moving average are trying to converge for Bajaj Finance, which usually implies very high volatility. So it can definitely go down and have a lot of have a huge fall. And Bajaj Finance, the 200 moving average in hourly is already at 7,000, so we may easily see 7,000 for Bajaj Finance. And Hindustan Unilever, we did not get a closure about 2180 level, and this is a double top pattern in daily. So we have this 2090 or 80 level, and this is the low 2025, and it has closed below this neckline. So we have about 70 points covered here. So you can easily expect 2050 in Hindustan Unilever. So 2065 to 2050 will be the target for Hindustan Unilever tomorrow or in coming days. So sell on every rise, and we are going to see 2050 or 2065 in the coming days for HUL. That's the short term view for HUL. So we may see some pullback, because in short term, in short time zones it is positive. In 5 minutes, 15 minutes is negative, but 5 minutes is positive. So HUL we can definitely may have some bounce back, but again eventually it will be sold out. So here we can see that for such a small negativity in 15 minutes between 100 and 200, market could not sustain above this negativity, and it fell down in a huge way. Sometimes that's how volatile markets behave. So it depends on 100 and 200 moving average. That's the way I perceive at least. So we already covered JC Bank. So next is the Tata Motors. So Tata Motors, as expected, it tested the 430, and below that we have 420, and I am expecting it to reach 410. So 410 again will be a huge support zone for Tata Motors. So we may see some bounce back from 410 or from the current levels, because of again the positivity in the hourly. So that's one thing which we have to keep an eye on Tata Motors. Also the 200 moving average in daily, it is testing it for the second time, and the gap between 100 and 200 moving average in daily is huge for Tata Motors. So we have a gap of nearly 50 points. So this gap will take a lot of time to close in daily. So you can go back at historically and see how market behaves when there is a huge gap between 100 and 200 moving average. It's a people consider that as a lagging indicator or the most slow indicator, but depending upon our own understanding and perception, even lagging indicators can be changed into a leading indicator. So this will give you a purview of market, like how market is going to fall or how market is going to fall. Okay, that is there. And TCS, I think we already covered that. So thank you all. So this is our view. Market is again, we may have some pullback, and however, we are expecting more sell-off only. So just need to be again watchful of price action and various signals and the levels which I have already covered, and trade accordingly. Thank you all.